Hey guys, welcome back to today. So today we're going to be putting together something that I kind of showed in one of the previous Kali lessons. So let's go ahead and get started with it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting our thrust set, so our number 1 thrust, our number 2 thrust, and our number 3 thrust together with our Redondo strikes. So it's going to look like 1, and then we have this backhand Redondo, and it sets it down right into this position for our number 2 thrust. Number 2, and then we're going to go over the head, and this is going to be more of a circular horizontal type of Redondo, and I'm going to set up for my number 3 thrust, number 3, and then I'm just going to do an angle to slash back down to reset it at my hip. All right, and now while I'm doing this, I'm just going to be moving. I might move forward with some of these, or I might do a lot more of these kind of sidestepping motions. Right? Do something that feels kind of natural to your feet. If you need to just stand here and do everything from this position, right, without actually moving, that's fine. But if you start to feel like, oh, I can move pretty well with a side step there, oh, I like to come forward with that one, now I step off with this one, that's fine. I don't mind you working that, right? Play around with this and make it your own. All right, so we're gonna do 2 minutes. We're gonna start off with a stick, or if you have a blade like this, go ahead and use that first. Ready and begin. So angle 1, thrust up. I like to step forward with that backhand Redondo, and I'm putting it right here. I'm not going all the way around with that. I could and just flip it all the way back to this, or I can just come right into this position. Up to you. All right, then we have our angle 2 thrust. Remember, it's more to a person off to the side, which is why I kind of like to do it with this step off to the side, over and around for that Redondo. This could be more of a downward one as well, but I kind of like this because I can set up for my angle 3 thrust, and then maybe a side step for my angle 3, and then slash back down and getting back to that posture. All right, and keep this going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it's a 6 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and time. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the exact same thing onto the other hand. Ready? And begin. Angle 1 up, Redondo back down, angle 2 thrust, over the head and around, angle 3 thrust, and slash back into this position. 1, 2, right, I can flip it all the way around if I'd like. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, right, I flip that all the way around. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's time. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do, oh, look, I have a knife. So we're going to do this exact same thing, but now we're going to do it with a knife. All right. So first we're going to start off in the sock grip. Right. So normal grip that most people will hold a knife in, just like this. And then the exact same things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, a lot of times when I use a knife as opposed to a sword, I'm going to stay a lot closer, right? So I'm going to come in here. I might not reach all the way out, but I also don't go all the way through in these big motions that are way out here, right? My knife motion is going to only come about here. I don't have to go way out with this. I don't have weight carrying my hand like I do with the sword. When I swing it, I have to kind of carry it a little bit, all right? And keep that momentum going. All right, so we're going to do 1 minute on each side. Same exact thing. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, over the head, 4, 5, 6. Now I like to put my thumb here for control. You can do this, you can do this. It really does not matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, are you going to break your thumb if you stab somebody with that? Yeah, probably not. I bet you won't. Bet you won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, notice I'm not doing as big of steps here. I'm just kind of turning my hips with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have these go a lot quicker if you need to. all right? If you need to slow it down though, go ahead and just go at this nice and slow pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do this with just sidestepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go ahead and switch sides. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, over the head, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, angle 1 thrust. 2, backhand redondo. 3, angle 2 thrust. 4, over the head redondo. 5, angle 3 thrust. 6, angle 2 slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Are we dancing now? It sounds like it, right? Thrust, slash, thrust, slash, thrust, slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's time. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna change to our other grip, right? Just like this. So now what's happened? We're in a different grip. So when we're gonna do the exact same mechanics, right? The body is going to do exactly the same thing. The only thing is I changed the grip, right? Literally going to be exactly the same. Don't even think about changing anything. So now I'm here, right? 1 is now a slash, but it's at that same angle, right? 2 is this redondo, but now this is my thrust here, and I bring it into my side. Don't stab yourself in the side. 3 is going to come around, again, just like if I had the blade pointed this way, but now it's a slash instead of a thrust. Come around. 4 is my thrust. 5 is this horizontal slash. 6 is this thrust, just like it would be an angle 2 slash, right? Notice nothing at all changed except for this. The body mechanics are exactly the same. When it would have been a thrust, it is now a slash. When it would have been a slash, it is now a thrust. All right, 1 minute. Ready? Begin. Slash. Thrust. Bring it in. Slash. Over the head and around. Thrust. Slash. And thrust. All right. Now, obviously, if we were to stick something with this thrust, it would get stuck, right? We're imagining we missed, so we're following through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice this other hand goes to my hip pocket as I raise up for that first slash. And now it raises up and goes to the front as I come down after that thrust. Open the hands up as you thrust around. Hand comes back up to the front as I do that redondo. Slash with a bicep stop, and then slash back to the hip. Notice after that bicep stop, this hand goes back to my live hand position as this one comes back to my hip. And time. All right, same thing, other side. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slash up and across. 1, redondo thrust. 2, horizontal slash. 3, around thrust. 4, 5, horizontal slash. And 6, thrust back to the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, back to that hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So play around with that footwork if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's time. All right, guys, so this is a fun drill. You see this a lot in Pakiti Tertia, right? This is a Pakiti Tertia drill. But what I really like about it is the fact that we can go from a sword, right? Doing this exact same pattern, right? And then I can do that same pattern with a knife. It's just a little bit smaller, a little bit tighter, and then I can flip the knife over and I can again do that exact same pattern, right? I want you to start to see some of the interchangeability of Kali, right? Something, if it works with a knife, a lot of the time it works with the sword. A lot of the time we start with the sword or the longer range weapon because it helps develop attributes, because it's a little bit easier to use these big motions and mechanics and then start to tighten them up rather than starting real tight and then going bigger. It's usually a little bit harder to learn that way, right? So we always start off bigger and then we go to smaller. But I want you to start to see how we can apply this for everything, right? Most of our drills can be interchanged with different weapons, with different lengths of weapons, right? So start playing around with that. And if you come up with anything that you haven't seen already in this so far, let me know, right? I want to learn something too. Teach me something. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.